What's that buzz about, huh? I did not get any new notifications. Liars. Oh, I guess I've disconnected from chat. What the fuck? Guess apparently I have yet another new stream. That's fucking cool. It's gonna be a pain in the goddamn ass. Ah. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go into here. We got the tokenizer. That is part of the Lex. First. That root match parse it up parse, right? Okay, so that's error checking stuff. Which means go into the streaming person. First of all, okay. First off, the extraneous comments in the parser. Oh, I know, I told you to do it. I told you to do it. I was fucking wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. Getting fucking phantom ass shit. Afternoon, do yet another handoff. Alright, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. What the fuck is going on there? What? Why is this shit completely muted in this fucking world, huh? It's literally like a whole ass fucking if shit. Why is... I'm just gonna let it do its fucking thing. I'ma shut up now. Fucking southern ass shit going on. Pulling the southern, it's pulling the south out of me. Oh. What am I doing? Ah, son of a bitch! God damn it! Oh, new thread. Like to continue to like for you catch your up to every yes this works. Yo. What? That's the thing? No, that's news to me. That is a tag I would like to include, but we had yet to get. The thing that I would like to do is for you to check at the parser, then cleaned up from extraneous comments. Whee! That's where we were at last. Fuck. God damn. Rated before? No. Possibly, I don't know. I have gotten a shout out. I fucked up my first raid. Woo! Oh, I'm never gonna let that down. Alright, only code with no comments at all, which is appropriate for straightforward. I mean, that's fine, but I'm gonna be going through and asking fucking questions about it. I still have no idea how to fucking change the goddamn brightness on this shit. I don't have. Yeah, I have no idea. Alright, cool. Parsing L tag, parsing R tag. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you, I'm going in here. Here's some shit here. Yeah. So okay. That's real fucking clever. I don't think I would have thought of this for state space. Keeping track of state. Yeah, that's really cool. So basically what's going on here is that you can toggle between two states. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. That's an option. Yes, options. Optionals. That is very nice and clean. Tag in progress. New self. None. Yeah. That works. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. And this works because full tags, fully resolved tags are always composite. There are no free floating. There are no incomplete full tags. They do not exist. Period. Right? So we have the tokens. We have the tag stack. Yeah. Which is super nice. I don't want to take a nap. We are an nap. Okay. So advance is a thing. Yeah. Okay. Thing that happens first. That's something that needs to happen. Do we need the box? Or does it need to resolve? Not necessarily. I mean, it does need to, like, it needs to resolve. Right? Because it needs to resolve. Right? Because it needs to fucking resolve in order to operate. In order to do that, it needs to resolve its left side and right side. Wait, what the fuck did I do? What? Okay, fucking whatever. Yeah, is this something that needs to fucking happen? Tag is empty. What is going on here? With explicit list declaration, there shouldn't be empty tags ever. Yeah, I mean, that's fucking whatever. First one tag. Brackets. Okay. 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 Advance. Yeah. Yeah. Tag sparse state equals parsing R tag, which changes the function, which slightly changes the functionality, because you're parsing the L tag. You hit a colon and it changes state to parsing R tag. right? And then you have the commas for keywords, current error. What is the syntax here doing? The still relatively pretty small, honestly, this whole program. I mean, there's a lot of bullshit going on here, but I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. I feel like there's like a lot of functionality that's a little strange, but yes, it is what it is. It's fucking fine. That's what happens when you write your own fucking language. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Alright, through the parser and explain the notes. Oh. And the streaming parser, yeah. What there are, I added them. What there are, I just added them. You fucking dumb fucker. Okay. Resolve these. Swear to fucking God, I feel like I'm talking to a goddamn toddler. Oh, and we're afraid that AI is gonna take over the world. I mean, it's absolutely gonna fucking ruin it. It's not gonna take over. We're gonna fucking obliterate ourselves long before that shit happens. Fucking hell, dude. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Is valid and necessary. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh, I don't really have many questions on it, I don't think. Do I actually understand what the fuck's going on here? Do I actually understand what's going on with this parser? What's actually happening? Does he have the tag in progress? What? Why are there different? What the fuck is going on here? Why are they different? Break flexor token. Break that. Alright. Why is there no... But it's just evaluate. You don't... Oh boy, dude. Yo, okay. I would first like for you to look over it and see if you can spot the inconsistencies and unnecessary code yourself first before I well, for one, well, the biggest issue I have is the fact that there's a semantic difference between evaluating an L tag and evaluating an R tag. And composite tag stuff on top of that. What in the infinity fuck this? Why is it that Seribot is showing up on your end but not on mine? Is that why I fucking lost it? The fuck? I have no fucking goddamn idea. The fuck? Whatever, I don't fucking know. Also, the murderer, yeah. 5.5 hours. That is pretty good. But I don't know. It all just be evaluation as composite tags are really only a technicality. They really don't hold any semantic meaning. They are just tags. There are only 3 types of tags are full tags, alt tags, and R tags. Like that's like a fundamental thing about it. Tags are tags. And even the L tags and R tags aren't really a thing. They just, yeah, it should just be an evaluate. Yeah, because it's more about tag resolution. A tag either resolves into an L tag, an R tag, or an F tag. So just resolve when the bracket closes. Oh, when the bracket closes. Well, I mean, I think it should. Let's take a look at the conceptualization of this, right? Let's take a look at the at conceptualizing this kind of concept. Right? What does it mean for the person? What does it mean for, these things? Because there should be some kind of, resolve that takes an L tag and R tag and returns a thing, right? That yeah, but not everything does that, right? Because things like because wouldn't it make more sense if it's like a working that doesn't fucking doesn't make sense either. Oh. What a fucking... What is that? You put the tag on the stack. Cool. You do. You pull a thing. Right. So you start a new tag on the stack. Okay. You then enter. You then put the L tag on the stack. When and the L tag, the biggest problem that I'm having is that R tags, generally speaking, resolve to references to value. L tags do. They very frequently resolve to designators, to they do things, right? Conceptually is a stack. Alright. So when you encounter bracket, you push a new tag onto then enter the tag. Push the L tag this once resolved. And then move to the R tag. The R tag is then also when the is encountered, the R tag push to a working stack, followed by the L tag, the two tags in the working stack is then resolved to a new tag that may not be a primitive nor keyword nor defined token, mind you, and this tag is then pushed back onto the main stack. Therefore, there needs to be a robust way of defining what functionality best way of defining tags in this kind of context. Is that the resolution isn't just tag to value, it's tag to tag composition. This means that the methods need to return tag node, not value. Yes. First time chatter. Sorry, I was completely mind my own business. Hello world 53, 55, 50, 53 through 5. Hello. This is a scripting language that I'm working on. It's designed specifically for authors, writers, to create interactive narratives in a very robust way. And I'm writing the parser and interpreter in Rust. I'm super new to Rust. I'm using AMP, which is an AI CLI tool. It's agentic coding. It has the capability of agentic coding, along with a whole host of other really, really awesome capabilities. I use it as an accessibility tool. My hands start hurting very, very easily, very quickly, so I can't really type for very long. So allowing AI to do far more typing and being able to reduce the amount of keystrokes that I have to do is super helpful for me. So I'm basically letting the AI do all of the dirty work that physically hurts me, so that I don't have to. But a lot of it is I still have to go in and review the code. So, it's AMP. AMP. It's free to use. They have a free tier. It's just that after 120,000 tokens, you kind of have to refresh the entire thing. But it has a tool. You can go in and you can do handoff, which means that you pass in the context of the current thread you're on into the next thread directly. So it effectively, for better or for worse, picks up your left. It can still get a little bit lost on that transition, but it's still better than not having it. And the free comes with ads and the shit and stuff like that. Yada yada yada. It has you can either pay for a certain number of tokens. That's usually what it does. It's not like a subscription based. You pay for what you use, which is super nice. The smart mode uses Gemini 3. So it's called AMP. Yes. If you go to ampcode.com, I do believe you can check it out there. It also has I don't think there's like true integration. There might be true integration in VS Code, I think, but it is predominantly Linux and I think Macintosh actually. I don't think I think they're working on supporting Windows. I think a big part of it is that they're having a lot of troubles allowing the tool to access files and folders and stuff with Windows, because Windows really doesn't like it when applications do stuff like that. And Linux doesn't fucking give a shit, so yeah. I think that's the kind of problems that they're running into. I'm not entirely sure though. But yeah, I think it's mostly the CLI, the command line interface tool. But I use Linux, so I really don't give a shit. It works for me, and it works better than a lot of the other stuff available. At least the stuff available that is. Yeah, it's really good for boilerplate stuff. It's fairly good at explaining things. Yeah. WSL, I'm not familiar with what that is. I haven't heard about it. I haven't done a super lot of noodling around with AI. Mostly because I've been programming for 20 years. So I think that vibe coding is the stupidest thing on the face of the damn planet. Which is why I'm treating AI as like an intern that I'm, mentoring. Right? That's basically how I approach it. Is that AI is, Windows subsystem for Linux. Okay. Gotcha. I understand. Yeah. I'm super displeased with what Windows is starting to do. It's kind of pissing me off a lot. They're making a lot of really stupid calls. But also, this computer is is 15 years old, so that's why it's PowerPoint. That's why my stream is a PowerPoint presentation. I'm running at 5 frames per second, which for a lot of typing and stuff is fine. So, as soon as I start typing, you can't tell that it's not a thing. Oh, I don't think it not. So, yeah, it's a 15-year-old computer. My main computer is currently out of commission, and I wasn't going to not stream for months on end. The 2 weeks that I lost was, so I just decided to kind of pivot onto a different project. I'm switching over to Rust from C++. So I'm doing some smaller, easier, I thought was going to be easier tasks, easier programs. To really start getting the hang of working with AMP and working within the context of Rust. So that I can switch over to Rust from C++. Predominantly because the build chain for C++ has become absolute ass. Because I use Visual Studio, and Microsoft has forced Copilot into Visual Studio, to the point that it fully replaces IntelliSense, to the point that basic replacement and basic troubleshooting at editor time, bug fixes and things like that are no longer viable. And I relied on that a lot because my spelling is absolute dog shit. I have dysgraphia, which, not just affects my handwriting, which now, after, 35 fucking years, is actually not that bad. It's more spelling. And it can also bleed into typing as well. You can think of dysgraphia as reverse dyslexia, right? Instead of troubles reading things, it's troubles writing things. Yeah. Visual Studio, I super enjoyed working with Visual Studio when I was doing C# and C++, because there's a lot of built-in tools that are specialized for C++ and C#. But with the new changes, with, Copilot being forced into it, and the free tier is not infinite. So as soon as you run out of tokens and run out of usage, you can no longer debug your shit. You can no longer troubleshoot your code. Like, it's bad. It's absolutely infuriating. So now that my main computer is down and I had to switch over to my backup computer that's 15 years old, the only thing that'll run on it is Linux. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Since I already have to switch over my entire build chain and everything, you can use your own local model, but you also have to have a local model, right? And my laptop, even my main computer, doesn't have a very good processor, right? So I either set my computer on fire so I can have a local model so I don't have to pay for shit, and it probably wouldn't even work all that well, and it would take 10 times longer for me to get a response. Or I could just switch over to Linux and use AMP. And just say, fuck you, Microsoft, anyway. Because fuck you, Microsoft. It's not quite the year of Linux, but the year of Linux is rapidly approaching. Because anyone who uses Windows is going to take one look at Macintosh and laugh in Apple's face. Because there ain't no fucking way in hell that they're going to buy Apple. They're going to take one good look at the specs and just be all like, nope, go fuck yourself. I also think that AMP can also run local as well. I have to look at the documentation. Again, I'm barely able to run OBS at 5 frames per second at a reduced, at 540p, for less than 75% of my CPU, right? So, and not having hardware acceleration because I only have OpenGL 2.1 on this machine. It's really rough, so yeah. But yeah, I'm doing interactive narrative scripting language. I have done this before using C#, I do believe I did last time. I think it was that I used last time. I'm pretty sure I used C# this time. And I did that over the course of a weekend. But I didn't really have documentation. It wasn't very well documented. It was pretty messy. The capabilities weren't all super good. I really didn't like a lot of the syntax. A lot of stuff like that. This is like really rough. Yeah. So I'm kind of rewriting the entire thing in Rust so that I can understand the build chain, which so far is super nice. It's very, very nice. And I will be moving forward into taking a look at what is it? cross-compiling for Windows and stuff like that. So, technically speaking, anyone could just get the source from GitHub and build from source. Right. Yeah. So unfortunately, Kern is on hiatus. That's the game that's linked on my channel page for Twitch, and you could click on that and buy a super outdated version that I was working on prior to my computer deciding to give me a massive fucking middle finger. And if it's an underpowered power cord, I'm gonna be really fucking pissed, because I thought that the power cord that I have is OEM, but there's a chance that it isn't. So when I replaced it with a new one, I used the same wattage. And it might not be correct. So literally $20 that someone lent me fix my computer going down there. And if that's the case, I'm gonna be really fucking upset. But huzzah! I don't have a fucking job yet. So I don't have a job right now. Not for lack of trying, but I don't know, it's been rough. So I've been doing this shit while putting in job applications. So yeah, because if I can get a game out or get remotely successful at Twitch before I can get a fucking job, then I'll just be doing that shit. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to the PowerPoint of Scuffmaster 9000. But I'm still fucking trucking away because I'm not gonna be dealing with this bullshit. So let's see. Yeah, we got the tag node. What was AMP doing? Yeah, remove all. That's not. Oh no. Yeah, let's just do that. Go that. Yeah. It's been fucking rough. I've been trying for like 3 months and haven't gotten anything. So definitely one of those things that why is this still using extract alt text from composite? Why is this necessary? Why necessary? Fucking whatever. Because like the whole point is I want, right? Because you have your tag stack, you have your tokens, you have your tag stack, and as you encounter open brackets, you push new tags onto it, and then as you encounter closing brackets, you pop them off and resolve them. But what about fucking doesn't it need to be would it need to be reshuffled around? Fuck. Okay, let's yeah, let's do fucking no, not here. Let's do let's do it in here. Fucking let's do touch tester dot. Here, I want to mark that. MD. Sure. Yeah. So okay. Let's say that we have let's say we have a define character Alice, right? And then in here we have list is this a double? Yeah, this is a double, right? Yeah, list right? Yeah, because it's set attribute gold yeah to number 100. Right. Okay. Alright, so we have this. So let's step through and go through this thing. We create a new tag. And inside this tag we have nothing and a nothing. Okay? Cool. Next, we have a new thing, right? Yeah, we have a tag of nothing. Right? This is pushed onto the stack. Okay. Cool. I mean, and this is of type F tag. Because this whole tag is an F tag. Alright, so now we've handled the first one, the first bracket. Now we want to create a new alright, well, we want to create. And then we see a new one. So do another tag. And it is empty. Alright. Then we see define. Cool. See define. Alright. See define. Then we see another tag for Alice, right? We see another tag. Type blank. Okay. And we see character. Okay. Then we see Alice. Now, we see a closing bracket. Cool. So what do? We take Alice, pop it, and put it here. Alright. We take character. We pop it. Put it here. Well, actually, this is unresolved. Okay. Now, again, this is another step. So now we have things in the reverse order. Now we are having an undefined tag. Right? So we push character into here. Pop it off of here and push it into tag. We pop Alice off and push it into tag. We resolve this. So this gets fully resolved. F tag. Right. Okay. Now, we see another one. So, well, actually, no. This resolves into an R tag. Actually, resolves into an R tag. So we have R tag 1. Push onto the secondary stack. Okay. And then we push define. Pop it off of here. Now we have an uninitiated. We have an empty. We have a null type tag. We have a null tag. Okay. So we push define on here. And then we push our tag in. And then this collapses down into L tag 1. Colon, so we see another thing, and then this whole process can resolve. Okay. 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 Eval trace. Basic overview. Oh, it's in source. I'm stupid. Goddamn dingus. I don't know if this is actually very necessary. I don't know if I am not so sure that I really love that joke. Why do programmers always get Christmas and Halloween mixed up? It's because oct31 equals dec 25. And it actually does, because oct31 is 3 times 8, which is 24, plus 1, which is 25, in decimal. And dec 25, it's actually true. It's really clever. I wish I could have taken credit for that joke, but it's super clever. It's really fucking clever. Also, thank you for the Thank you for the follow 16 minutes ago. I really need to fix the damn notification. Oh, stream alert. Stream alert. I need those. Anyway. I'm not so sure that... What, though? But it is a fucking reference! They're all oh wait, no, not necessarily. Okay. Because I'm not so super certain that all this shit is gonna fucking work properly. Alright. You commit and push for me. I mean, this is supposed to be just a fucking overview, but I guess that's only a suggestion. God damn. Yeah. Very professional, ain't I? Yeah, push this screen back more so I can increase the probability of me actually noticing shit. Instead of 18,000 fucking years later. Okay. Alright. Let's it compiles and runs and if it compiles and runs, it still passes tests. This is where I like doing stuff. Yeah, I really do want to redraw my shit. Especially now that I understand what it is I did so well the first time. Like what it is that I like about it. The shorter snoot. I like the short snoot. Then I get to work on doing bodies in a way that doesn't suck. Arms and legs and shit. Yeah, we can those, I think. I would like for you to test. Yeah. To run a parse trace on the script .psl. Yeah. Log. Eval trace log program executed successfully. Okay. Eval trace log. Okay. Operation root. Operation list evaluating our tag. Okay. Evaluated to name. No result. Operation text evaluating our tag. Primitive Alice. Our tag evaluates to Alice. Handle results to Alice. Handle results to Alice. Our tag evaluated to Alice. Item. Okay. Don't see any traces of L tag. Could you rewrite the tracer to indent each time it steps into a new node? I think it'll be easier to follow. You can make it a space instead of a, because I don't need it to be, I don't need it to be miles indented in, right? I don't need it to be indented fucking miles in, right? Yeah, I want there to be an indent, right? That way, like when I see the entire, system, evaluation trace to eval trace. Right. Parse trace test. Parse root. Okay, so that's the full tokens. And then it's the root is our tag is define. Yes, because it's an implicit with. So opens, define our tag. Evaluation written to eval. Evaluation trace written to eval trace log. Variables. Okay. Result item variables. Okay. And then the eval trace I would like to have indentation for each level into tags it evaluates as well. The evaluation trace is a little hard to follow. So this should be working properly, and the actual evaluation itself should be handling things in a way to do the do with the doobly doo. I have more coffee. I should get more coffee. Oh yeah, and I still. Because it goes away on my side, but not on OBS. Oh! That's really fucking frustrating. Haha! Get bent and get fucked. Haha! Eval depth times. Okay. And then this should work. Alright. Eval test. Eval trace. Ooh, that's really nice. Okay, so each time it goes in, so it opens up, it does deposit tag root evaluate R tag. Why is it not listing the L tag? Listing L tag evaluation. Oh, it's not very helpful. It doesn't do the L tag. I do not see any L tag evaluation. Yeah. Huh? Can I borrow self as mutable as it is behind a reference? I don't know. See, this is another reason why I like using AI. Instead of me pulling out my hair, I get to watch the computer do it. I fucking hate that shit. Also, my wife hates it too. She really hates it when I'm debugging. She just takes a look over at me and she's just like, babe, are you okay? As long as the structure of your code is good, then it doesn't fucking matter. Ooh, looking promising. Alright, what? What? Oh, extracting operation from LTAC. Okay, operation root. Operation defined. Extracting operation from LTAG, operation. Okay, so I think this is actually properly. Okay. I would. Seems to be working properly. Let's introduce a syntax error and try that. Yeah, where? Test syntax error. What's wrong here? That is unfortunately. Yeah. I've changed the syntax error to a different location. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's do that. To a different location. I've missed a closing bracket. Try running it again and see if it catches it correctly. Um, what? Okay. Okay. It isn't catching where the error is. Only that an error exists. Think there is a to autonomously find the error. Because it should be. Well, not necessarily. I mean, not necessarily. Um. Well, not necessarily. Like, one thing we can do is so have two steps. As tags are created, they are resolved when a is closed, it pops the stack one by one onto another stack. Onto another stack. That until you reach an open token. Then the secondary stack is loaded into the open tag and then close. This means that if extra colon or an unexpected, bracket is hit, then it could be easy to it would error out quickly. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because what is it? Right? Because you'd end up having Yes, please. I mean, this also makes yes, it also makes context. It makes context. It makes context acquisition. It makes context acquisition easy as well because it is at the head of the stack. The context is at the head of the secondary stack, which tells you exactly what is supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen. Yes. Easy as it directly as the current context is at the head of the secondary stack. Meaning, if you need to look for a context and the head of the stack is a value, then bad things have happened. Tag requires at least L tag north. Incomplete tag. Test that. That one is correct. That one is correct. That is correct. And that is correct. Okay, yeah. So it is. I mean, I can go for it. Okay.
Is that readable? That looks like it's readable enough, yeah. I suppose. Nah. I don't really like the open mouth version. I think it's because it makes it look like it's way too. It's not back far enough. It's not jaw.
Yeah. Yes. Please. Prefer with location data. What tag is aired? Maybe surrounding characters of the file. I don't know if it's quite getting what I'm saying, because I want the double stack. All right, I really need the double stack, and I think the double stack is going to be something that's going to be fundamentally like important. For instance, you can use the double stack for you need the double stack though. For things like fuck it needs to go there, and then it goes there. Which means technically speaking, you need an operator holder. You need an operator hold the. What? That's strange. But that error is not the correct error. Exactly how much longer am I going to be able to do this shit? Re. 6, column 1. Well, line 1, missing one after. Okay. There needs to be. Yeah. Because the context, right? But our tag might be, because there's gonna be like implicit R tags and shit like that, right? For instance, you know, well, I mean, I guess technically not. 'Cause all we need to do is read R tags to some degree, right? So when we close it, we pop, pop, right? In the case of, say, that, what we could do is check to see if it's an operator, and if it is, that is the context. Switch to that context, and then read from main. Okay. Wait. Okay. Saved to a file. Um. First tree. First trace. Download. Yeah. Okay. But for if the error is saved to a log file as well, not just successful eval and parse traces. I want error log files. This is something that's super fucking useful. Ow, 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 fuck. I need to unshrink my fucking self. Ugh. Shrimps's Katu. Shrimps's Katu. Shrimps's Foxo. Shrimps's Foxo. Shrimps's me. I'm gonna fucking unshrimp myself. Ow, fuck. I need more coffee. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here.
parse errors and eval errors to eval. Okay. Eval trace. Parse trace. Let's test it. I don't know if this is accurate. That's a bit better. I don't know what the fuck I was going for there. Problem that I want to resolve. Just how soon can you find errors with that setup? It's like I wanna know. I wanna fucking know. I wanna know. Huh. Okay. But how? It's fail fast, and only potential improvement would be to track which token triggers first. Yeah. Index position. Yeah, I would like to display that. Token index and file position. Give token index and file. All this stuff is very fucking useful shit. Really useful stuff. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, it's a bit excessive, but this is also a CLI. Right? Like, this thing is already going to run at an obnoxious level of speed. So, having a little bit of inconsistencies and a little extra bloat isn't going to do a fucking goddamn thing. Like, is it excessive? A little bit. Well, I mean, okay. Also, me relying on AI a lot is a little bit detrimental to a lot of people that are trying to learn. My priority is to get shit done. Right. That is my priority. First and foremost. If I wanted to have the priority of teaching other people, you know, Carmacki and voodoo bullshit, I would be not using AI, like, at all. I would be handwriting fucking everything, right? I'd be going full-blown pirate software with fucking MS Paint, or to get my, in my case, critical, right? That's what I would be doing, and drawing boxes and shit, and explaining shit better, which is really good. Do that shit. If you are in a position that you can, fucking do it. Right? Be informative. Right now, I'm trying to get shit done. And then once this project is complete, I will go through the documentation and update the documentation, shit like that. I mean, I just have the AI do it because I don't want to fucking do that shit myself. It's too goddamn much typing. And I will, you know, have these things do that and have it, you know, it'll be able to, you know, implement these, right? So, and again, like, a lot of this stuff isn't strictly necessary, right? This is fail fast. I love fail fast. I love fail fast systems because it tells you exactly the instant some shit is wrong. It tells you as early as humanly fucking possible. Fail fast systems are incredible. Fail faster. Fail faster. You want to fail fast. And even extra credits will say fail faster in game development. You want to find your errors as soon as possible so you can fix it as soon as possible. You know, failure is an excellent teacher. It teaches you a lot of stuff. It tells you how not to do it. And you keep trying until you find out how. You know, you didn't fail 100 times. You just found 100 times that don't work. You just found 100 things that don't. Right? And that is still information. It's valuable information. It's useful. Then you pick apart why it failed, why it didn't work, what about it isn't right. Then you get it to work, and then you take a look at it, and you go, okay, what about this do I not like? Right? Then you put on the problem, and you make it. And that's the same way that you know, you make video. You just throw a bunch of shit into the blender, see what comes out, and then start adding things that, you know, and then you start changing. You make it fucking work first and foremost. The entirety of the game, fully realized in its entirety. That's a bunch of boxes. I mean, that's literally why Super Meat Boy is shaped the way that it is. Woo! Did I just get another follower? I did. 3 minutes ago. Woot. Cool. Awesome. I don't know if they're actually in my shit, but it might be. If you are, then say hi if you want to. No pressure. It might have eaten something or something. I don't know. I've noticed that things just kind of disconnect or whatever. So if you're still around, say hi. How you doing? But yeah, no, like fail faster. Make your entire game. Make the entire game as a bunch of options. That's like how Super Meat Boy got its aesthetic. Super Meat Boy was a red square as a placeholder, and what is he in the final game? A red square. So, like that's shit like that happens.
Yeah, it might have. If you sent something in chat, it might have eaten it.
Might have eaten it. Thank you for the follow. I still need to fix the whole. Are you done yet? Jesus Christ, man. Ah. Yeah, fail faster. You want fail fast systems. They're super nice. They tell you what's wrong as soon as it happens. Right? Because it's not very useful if, you know, it'd be like going into work one day and be like, oh, hey, you know, 6 months ago you fucked up. You know, we're gonna have to penalize you for it. But you don't fucking know what you did. 6 fucking months ago. No. Like, you slipped since then. Like, what was it that I did? Oh, well, you didn't clean the bathrooms correctly. What? Okay. Okay, that was fucking 6 months ago. Right? That's not helpful. That is unhelpful information. So, you want to have your situation as yeah, like you want your workflow to have as immediate feedback as humanly possible in all ways. Like if you have people trying out their game QA for your game, have them stream it to you and just fucking mute. Like, mute yourself. Don't say a fucking word, just watch. And have a pen and paper. And write notes. Right? Watch them play it. Watch them fumble through and look at it. And don't tell them it. Right? See where the failure points are. Find out where the failure points are. And don't fucking help them. They're not. You're not going to be in every fucking player's bedroom, or living room, or right next to them, or just speaking to them through their computer. That's not a thing that happens, you know. Unless you have like exact fucking direct dialogue or some shit, and then in which case, you know, you do you boo boo, you know, be freaking Stanley's Parable, right? Like that's perfectly okay. You can do that if you want to, you know. Developer commentary is like super popular. Even Getting Over It did it, and there's like a lot of stuff like that. You know, you can do a lot of really cool stuff. You know, there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do. But like, just keep in mind that it's not always, you know, not always something that you can do. Right? So, are you fucking done yet? Fucking done yet, my brother in Christ. Jesus. Oh.
And that's a pretty funny joke. That's pretty funny. That's a good one. Mm. The programmer gets stuck in the shower. Instructions said lather, rinse, repeat. That's a really fucking good one. And I feel so goddamn cold. I take long fucking showers. Oh, that's a really fucking good one. That's a really good one. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and change a few though. Yeah, that's a good one. I do want to add a bunch. I mean, I want to go through and pull a few. He's still running the tools. Fucking fuck, dude. Fucking hell. God damn. Oh. You done yet? Not even fucking close. I'm not. I haven't lost internet. I've lost connection. I'm gonna fucking murder someone. You dumb being an asshole. Haven't dropped any fucking frames. Read. My brother in Christ. My brother in Turing. God fucking damn it, dude. Bud Boole. By Maxwell Planck. Fucking work. Just push. Push. Push, you pregnant fuck. Push. Oh. So how's it going? How's everything going? You know, everything's going fine. Don't mind me, just losing my goddamn fucking mind. Oh shit, takes 10,000 goddamn years to do what's supposed to be done. Oh. Perfect. Awesome. I mean, again, I'm completely missing the fucking mark. Why was that so many fucking
Jesus Christ almighty, dude. Dude. Brother in Christ. Alright, so well, it is 3 o'clock my time. So and I just so I think that's gonna be it, so yeah.
See you in the next one. Bye.